Hello everybody and welcome to Ruinarch, a game that's all about killing and torturing innocent civilians. If that got your attention, you're going to want to stick around. This is an early access game, so there's going to be some missing features in the game, maybe even a few bugs we run into, although I've got to say in my last 2 or so hours of playing it, I have not run into any bugs at all actually. So it's been a pretty pleasant experience. Now the developers have a pretty bright future for the game, and I gotta say, it definitely has potential because it's one of those games you can get sucked into and have a lot of fun. It's a sandbox game, so replayability is right there at the top of the list, and there's really no end to some of the things you can do in this game. So let me just jump in and show you what I mean. We'll start a new game here. Now they do have a tutorial, and at the time of jumping into the game, all of these are going to be unlocked until you complete the tutorial. It's very, very short, it's right to the point, and it does actually help you learn the ropes of the game. So I do recommend the tutorial. After that, these start becoming unlocked, but you have to complete them to unlock the next one. You can see I've already completed some of them, or at least one of them, Una, which unlocked these two. I haven't played I've played this one a little bit. I haven't played this one at all, but that's kind of the difference there. And then coming down, you can eventually unlock these and eventually unlock the custom scenario, which allows you to make your own world to play in. Since I've done these ones, I guess I'll go ahead and select one I haven't done yet. So we'll go ahead and click on this. Oh, actually, yeah, we'll go ahead and do this one. Actually, let's do this one. I had a lot of fun when I played this one. I think it actually shows off some of the best of the game and shows off most of the mechanics. So I'm going to jump into that. Plus, I'm most familiar with it. So I kind of have a general idea of what I'm up against, and I can probably give you a better experience of how the game plays by doing that. So we're going to go here and come into what is going to be the world map. Now, this world in particular is a little bit larger than some of these smaller scenarios. It actually is broken down into 2 regions. You've got this sort of desert haunted region here, and then you've got this region over here, which has a human settlement. The humans are going to be your goal. You're going to basically be trying to tear down their settlement through various means, whether it be using magic or minions, or even just using witchcraft to turn them against each other. Your goal is to kill all of the humans that are going to be in this settlement. Lots and lots of ways to do that, and I'll show you some of those ways when we get into it. But the very first thing I'm doing right now is I'm placing my starting location for the base. Now, I've found in my general experience that you usually want to start, especially on this map, far away from the settlement because they will explore the world, and if they run into your settlement, they won't be happy to find that it exists. So I think I'm going to try and start down here in the corner, where I feel it's going to be fairly safe. And that is our demonic portal there, primed and ready to go, but we're not exactly ready to play just yet because we've got to configure our archetype loadout. Now this here, starting off, we've got 3 different archetypes that we can select from. I'd imagine the developers are going to build onto this system pretty heavily as the game progresses with all sorts of new spells, afflictions, minions, structures, and maybe even different archetypes. In this particular one, you've got the Puppet Master, the Lich, and the Ravager, but I'm going to be going with the Lich. He uses necromantic powers to terrify the world of the living, so basically things like plague, summoning zombies, creatures, skeletons, stuff like that. So I think he's going to be the most fun to play on this map because this map has a lot of tombstones. Now you can see over here some of the spells. He gets certain spells he starts with, but there is some of these here that you can basically customize and play around with, but I'm going to go ahead and just leave most of them for where they are, except I'm going to go ahead and select rain for this because that actually would probably work really well with lightning. For afflictions, we got plague, zombie virus, stuff like that. I've picked some of these, different demons we can start with, different structures, different miscellaneous things. I won't go over all of this. I'll show you in the game actually what most of it is. So this is the map that you're going to want to familiarize yourself with because it's going to be the map that you're going to be playing on most of the time. So down here is our portal right at the very edge, and this is the whole desert section I had showed you here in this map. It looks a lot bigger here, but it actually really is just, this is the size of it, and this is our portal here that you've seen on that map. So we've got a couple of old, like, abandoned churches maybe in these locations, lots and lots of tombstones. So maybe we can play around with these and see what we can do when it comes to potentially raising the dead. In fact, you can see we can raise some of the dead here already. So maybe we'll play around with that. If we go back out to here, we can take a look at the human civilization. They've built themselves a nice little town here. They've got all sorts of houses. There is 24 villagers, and our goal is to eliminate all of them. Now, the villagers, they're just average, everyday, normal people. Some of them a little stronger than others. We've got a human noble here. You can see different information about them, their hit points, their strength, statuses, and traits that they have. They've got moods, they've got relations, friends, enemies, some of them husband, friend, daughter. They've got all sorts of family and loved ones in this town, and we're just going to completely come in here and destroy that. But as easy as it sounds, it's not as simple as you would think. First and foremost, spells, demons, monsters, building structures, everything has a cost, and that cost is mana, which you can find up here in the top right-hand corner. To get more mana, we have to get the villagers to do different things. We've got to break their spirits. We can harvest their tears for mana, and we've got to get them to commit crimes, because when they commit crimes, we can also harvest mana out of that. I think villagers in general just committing crimes and stuff, usually ideal way to get mana. But the villagers, they are going to respond to that negatively, and they're not just going to take it on the chin, they're going to want to fight back. That brings your attention to the threat meter, also up in the top right-hand corner. When this threat meter starts going up, the villagers start getting rowdy, and at a certain point, they will eventually launch an attack against your portal. And more than likely, in most of my circumstances playing the game, they win every time when you get to that point, because the villagers are just super numerous. Unless you have a really big army to fight them off, they're usually going to win, especially if you don't have enough mana to really let them have it when they're coming with their army. If this reaches 100, all of them will attack you. If it reaches like 30 or 40, or if you're just like, if like enough of them witness you commit an act, they'll go out and hunt you down as well. But aside from that, they'll usually leave you alone so long as you're not stirring up too much trouble. Now you can see they've got some mages here. They're pretty powerful. They're going to be the ones we're going to want to either try and get rid of early on or try to avoid. Both of them are fire masters. And then we've got a cavern down here. Full of something that looks like it came out of the Tremors movie. Oh my god, I absolutely love that movie. It's exactly what it reminds me of. I can't be the only one watching this or playing this, or even the only one here that loved Tremors. I mean, come on. Somebody here had to also have been a Tremors fan. Let me know down below in the comment section if you're a Tremors fan. It's exactly what it looks like too. Is it a graboid or whatever? Oh, that's great. So yeah, we've got them down here. Now the villagers, they're not just going to hang out and do nothing. They're going to interact with the world around them. They're going to farm and harvest food. They're going to create weapons and armor. They're going to mine for resources. They might rip into this block wall here and start harvesting resources. They might start breaking up rock or investigating these various treasure chests that are on the map. They'll come and engage with some of the wildlife on the map and either kill it for food or kill it for sport. There's all sorts of stuff that they're going to do. And as you can see right now, they're actually forming an exploration party, which makes me a little nervous because chances are they're coming over here to explore and see what we are up to. And I don't really like that. So I think it's time for us to go ahead and get set up. We've got 3 buildings here we could build. A kennel basically allows you to capture and breed monsters. We've got a prison, which allows you to torture prisoners. We can break their spirits. We've got a defiler, which actually allows us to capture villagers and turn them into cultists and send them back to the colony, get them to do our evil bidding, and maybe even convert more people to our ways. So there's a lot of different ways to approach it. I think we're going to go ahead and build ourselves the defiler because I would like to get something set up for that. Actually, you know what? I'm going to build the kennel first is what I'm going to do, because I want to start building an army ASAP, especially if they have an exploration party that's coming out this way. I think we're going to need it. We also started with a skeleton marauder. We're going to place him down because he's going to do our biddings as a bidding, or biddings, whatever you want to say. He's going to do our bidding as a necromancer. We can control him and we can get him to help us out with a few things. Now, I think we're going to want to get some creatures here. We've got a couple ghosts wandering around we could snatch and breed. So why don't we go ahead and snatch him and send him off to the kennel. You can see that we're in the process of trying to snatch. Sometimes it requires beating him up. We're actually losing that fight. So I think I'll go ahead and raise some dead here to also give us a hand, or they will both retreat from the ghost. Mainly because they're just scared of it. Not so much because they're losing, but because they're just scared of the ghost. Let's go ahead and raise some dead here as well, because you can never have too many skeletons out doing stuff. So we're like kind of winning. Any minute now, the human villagers are going to probably come over here and give us a hard time. So I want to get this over with. But we did kill one of the ghosts, so that's good. And we are winning the fight. And there we go. So we won it, but our skeletons took a pretty big beating, so they'll have to take some time to heal up. So much for snatching one of those guys. I guess I can go ahead and snatch we got a skeleton hunter, skeleton druid. We might want to snatch one of these guys up. That might be a little bit easier on us than the ghosts. What do we got up here? A skeleton marauder, skeleton shaman. Okay, let's go ahead and have him snatched up for breeding purposes. And we'll go ahead and snatch this guy too. There we go. Oh crap. A shaman actually just destroyed us there. We're not having a whole lot of luck with the snatching. There we go. We finally got one of them though. A skeleton stalker. Okay. So we lost one and we gained one. But now we'll be able to hopefully convert those into more creatures. Okay. So we've got humans now. They're moving over here. They're searching around. There is a Necronomicon here. I think you could do some pretty cool stuff with that. Let's see. So what do we got here? He's tired, diplomatic, fireproof. We got inspiring, a healing expert. The ghosts here seem to be giving them a run for their money, which makes me happy. But maybe not for long. We've got 23 villagers to kill too. Alright, so there we go. We've gone and captured this guy. Now we can sacrifice him, and that'll actually give us some mana, or we can breed him, which we're going to do here. So that way we get another skeleton stalker. And we'll drop that stalker down to walk around. We want to have a few people defending our location, I'd say. That's probably ideal. Okay, so we've got a couple spells here we can use. I don't think I want to use them just yet. We've got demons as well. So I think I want to build the Defiler next so I can start thinking about how I want to capture and get cultists. And then we can go through and see who we want to actually capture. It will require snatching them or just simply seizing the villager, which takes a ton of mana. Sometimes capturing's a little bit better of an option. Oh, there we go. And we might be able to snatch this guy if he ends up getting weaker. Now, is he actually worth capturing in terms of, let's see, healing expert, fireproof, nocturnal? He's got a healing potion on him, so he's going to be able to heal himself anyways. Maybe if I can agitate this skeleton shaman. No, it didn't work because he couldn't find a villager to attack, even though there's one right there. Alright, let's take a look at the villagers list here. I kind of want to see if any of them have the evil trait, because the evil trait actually makes them a little bit easier to turn into a cultist. So you can kind of cycle through here and see what they've all got. This isn't the most ideal way to do it, and I hope that eventually the developers come up with something that's a little bit easier to navigate. But this is the only way I know right now how to go through and see. But at least by going through here, I am quickly looking and seeing if there's anything that sort of makes sense that we could maybe use. But for now, there really isn't a whole lot. A couple elves here too. Boy, so far nothing in terms of evil. So I might just have to take someone. Yep. And these ones are the ones that are already dead in the grave. Yeah, I might have to just take someone and see if I can convert them. Maybe somebody with a bad mood. What's going on up here? We've got more fighting going on. Now, how's this guy's mood looking? It's pretty bad. He's sulking, he's freezing, he's wet. He's not in a good position. So, oh, he actually is completely frozen at this point. I think we should send somebody up to snatch him and bring him to the Defiler. I want to be careful because they're fighting all these skeletons here, and I don't really want to get pulled into it. Let's see if we can do this. Let's see if we can snatch him here. Somebody should go ahead and do that. I'm going to go ahead and breed this monster again, so I can get another skeleton stalker. I'd love to get a skeleton shaman. I think they've got magic abilities, which would be useful. Holy crap, is this a cannibal? He was just eating elf meat or something, or there is elf meat there. He's traumatized. Has experienced something he shouldn't have. He is a cannibal. He's a criminal. Cannibalism unpunished, wanted as none. Witness Maxwell. Oh. Maxwell witnessed. Ah. So we can actually trigger that cannibal trait. We will butcher another villager. It's probably not a bad idea. Our threat level's pretty low. Why don't we go ahead and give that a shot? He's off now. He's gonna butcher some guy's corpse that's down here. Oh, he's gonna butcher the. Well, that's fine though because they won't like seeing that. Now, did we snatch that one character? Did that work out for us or no? I'm going to say no. Holly managed to stop him, but Holly, it looks like, did die. He was killed by the ghost ultimately. Take a villager and then transfer it to an unoccupied tile, so we could raise the dead with him. Gives us a little bit of threat level, takes some mana. Let's do it though. So now we've got ourselves a skeleton knight who's running from that ghost as well. How did that butcher go, by the way? He's super happy. Oh my god, there's two cannibals. No, he's hungry. He's just eating meat. Is he going to get the cannibal trait by doing that? They're all coming in and eating. Oh my god, they're all getting the cannibal trait. What the heck is going on over here? I'm slightly concerned about this. And this is a human shaman who killed Holly. Accident prone. Will encounter an accident. We could make somebody a vampire. Hungry, wet, bored. Healing expert, so probably not ideal. I can't believe they just watched that happen and didn't care. This is a human noble who's the cannibal. He's sprightly, he's full, he's inspiring. I'm going to afflict him with something. Let's see. Can't do vampirism, huh? Could give him the zombie virus, but he probably would be healed of that. How about this? He's the cannibal as well. He's an healing expert, though. The healing experts, generally, you can't give them afflictions because they will... They will heal themselves. Who took the Necronomicon? Because it is not there anymore. So somebody picked it up. I want to know who picked it up. Holy crap, Buffy's got it. Interesting. I wonder if I can get her to read it at some point. Because that would be a pretty big deal. Okay, these guys are just over here like giving me a hard time. We've got Chauncey here just eating human meat. Like, I don't understand why these guys have all decided that being a cannibal is the way to go. But they're totally all about it. We could try snatching Chauncey for the Defiler. Let's give it a shot. We're going to go in the nighttime, snatch her while she's asleep in the middle of nowhere. Whoa, Dalton judged Alistair's crime and sentenced him to death. Where's Alistair? No way. What was his crime? He was a cannibal. Was he the one that I sent out? He was executed. Apprehending criminal. What did he witnessing him do? Shocked. So let's see. We can click on Alistair here. Or we can click on Dalton and look and see why. Get into combat. Witness something surprising. Apprehending criminal. So we don't, I guess, know why. Oh, he committed cannibalism, yeah. Well, these guys are in for a treat because there's like a whole horde of cannibals over there. Boy, this village might just kill itself simply because there's so many cannibals. Sweet. That makes my job a lot easier. And we've managed to snatch that person. Why don't we go ahead and snatch these guys while they're sleeping as well? Because it just makes life a little bit easier. And then at some point I want to build a prison so I can torture these guys. I'm hoping that by torturing them I can get some mana out of it. Alright. It's actually going to show me how to use the prison, which is fine. So sometimes you still get that. So seize a villager, drop at cell, which I could do. Or I could snatch, like we're snatching this guy. I'm going to bring him now to the torture chamber. Oh, crap. This guy woke up. Built a campfire. I can't stop him from being snatched now, but I could trigger a flaw for him, maybe. Or afflict him with something. Turn him into a werewolf eventually. I guess I can see how the snatching goes. Yeah, I figured it was going to turn into combat. So I'll probably lose that skeleton. But we're all good. Okay, so for now she's in the shell. We could try to brainwash her. And the percentage here for brainwashing is 17%. That's not that great, but let's give it a shot. How's her mood? It's not too low, but it's not great, so she's already sulking. And I think we ought to just go ahead and take Maxwell, and his mood's a lot better. We should put him in the prison, though. That takes a lot of mana, but if we can get him to break a little bit, then that'd be nice. Torture a villager to afflict it with a random negative trait and a random negative status. Alright, so he's being tortured currently. We should see his mood go down. She could not be brainwashed for now. Okay, let me snatch her again. See if I can pick her up before she wakes up. Alright, and we tortured him and got some mana out of it. Now we're going to bring him back. Or drop him off, essentially, and I might grab him up again. And I'm going to use some of that mana to raise another undead. He's actually on the hunt for more human meat. And what did he end up getting? So he's traumatized, and he got coward from it. Perfect. And he's going to eat more people. If he gets caught doing that, he's done for. We're down to 20 villagers. And the rest of the villagers have left, but somebody did take the Necronomicon with them. Huh. What is this? A human knight. I'll go ahead and raise him too, so I've got another skeleton. And Maxwell passed out, so we might as well snatch him and bring him back to the torture chamber again to be tortured so I can get some more mana out of it. And I'm not going to... Yeah, we're going to try to brainwash. I really want to get at least one cultist if I can. Wow, the mood's extremely high, though. I don't think this is going to work. Oh, he woke up. He's fighting my knight, but now he's fighting two people. There, he got knocked out. That's what I was hoping. Alright, I've got some spells I could do here, too. Could not be brainwashed again? Damn, this time I'm going to torture her, I think. I gotta do some torturing here. Alright, bring her to the torture chamber. We'll get her some negative moods here. Damn ghosts. I'd love to get some ghosts. They seem to be really good. Let me raise dead here, see if he'll jump in and help. Because I don't want to lose any more skeletons if I can help it. There we go. So this is a great way to basically get your stuff up. Now, what did he get this time? So now he's injured. He's a music hater. Okay. He has sustained physical trauma. And the ghost is fleed. Okay. And she's in prison, and I think we're gonna go ahead and torture her in a bit. And then maybe try to brainwash her again. Let's see, she's bored, restrained. She's also a cannibal. I'm getting pretty low on... It's kind of hard to click on stuff. I'm getting pretty low on mana again, so I gotta deal with that. We'll bring Maxwell back to the torture chamber. And this is just a great way to keep cycling for mana. Basically. There we go. Nice. Knocked him right out. So far, the threat level stayed down. Now, Chauncey's heading out. She's hungry. She's going to go eat some human flesh, which is fine in terms of everything else. She's sulking. She's injured. She's malnourished. We could just have her starve by seizing her, but I don't know. We'll let her eat that meat there. There should be a couple cannibals back in the hometown. Let's go take a look real quick now. I know we've got some cannibals here. I'd like to get them to commit to cannibalizing. Oh, there's some orbs here I missed. Oh yeah, from crimes being committed. Heck yeah, give me that. All right. Also, I wouldn't mind turning one of them into a vampire. Let's see. Suspicious. Bored, angry, hungry. Okay. No flaws, but what if we gave you vampirism? Then we could trigger the flaw. Takes a lot of mana. We'll wait maybe till nighttime. No, it looks like they're going to try to heal her right now, so we're going to give it a shot. No, actually trying to heal this person. Who is this? Why are they injured? Unconscious for what? Retaliation, apprehending criminal, so got involved in something. Ah, you're a cannibal. Well, it's a lot of mana, but let's go for it. Just gonna go butcher Rose and eat it. If he gets caught doing it, then that's gonna be the game changer there. Meanwhile, he's gonna go knock out Amity and try and eat him. Perfect. And is subsequently getting the hell beat out of him for it by a mage. But, oh my god, he won that. Oh my god, he just killed another villager. Wait, did Amity end up becoming a vampire too? No. And then what's going on down here? We need to have somebody catch this. I can seize a villager, drop him in there to witness it. It takes a lot of mana, but let's do it. Wow, all that mana and he didn't give a damn. Witnessed him eat at the cemetery of Elaris. Well, yeah, did you not care about that? I mean, he's literally taking some to his house to bring with him. Perfect. Saw dead Brianna. Could poison something these guys are going to eat. That sometimes helps too. Where's my vampire? Did they get away with it? They killed one person. Oh, right there. Is it Buffy? No, cannibalizing. Trying to go after Nigel. He's also a cannibal. We could trigger his flaw. So this is kind of like what you're doing here. And Nigel here, one of these guys had the Necronomicon. Holy crap. Everybody just witnessed Buffy kill Nigel. Nobody seems to care. Oh, is Nigel dead or is he just down? He's unconscious. He's not dead yet. He's being restrained. Perfect. Oh, there was a death up here. Or something. No, he's unconscious too. Holy crap. Nice. So we're getting all sorts of... Jesus. We're doing good right now. This is probably the best I've ever done. Okay, awesome. Alright, let's try some spells here. Let's see if we can do this. So spell spawns a swarm of hungry locusts that would roam around randomly for a few hours, eating everything edible in its path. So we could start to make them hungry. Holy crap, these guys are going to execute somebody else. A chilling blizzard over a large area. Characters caught outside within the blizzard may get stacks of freezing, eventually causing them to be frozen in place. It does not affect characters inside structures. They cannot be cast on a desert area. We could do rain and then lightning. I think if you do those two together, it gets pretty interesting. But we should probably wait till everybody's outside to do that. Now, what are you? Fast Nocturnal. So what if we actually gave you the zombie virus and we triggered it to see what would happen? He's dying due to an unknown reason. Suddenly died. Wow, that was quick. So he actually didn't even... He should come back now as a zombie. Or something. Which is what I want to see. Oh boy, they're creating another exploration party. Oh, he's puking because he witnessed it. They're all puking because they witnessed it. He's still technically a zombie, though. Holy crap, what just happened? He's angry towards Oliver for what? Only 17 villagers remaining. These guys are fighting each other, actually, a pretty good amount. All right. They're fighting each other a good amount, so not bad. I'm getting lots of stuff from it. Okay, so a lot of them are in the center. Let's give the spells a try, like I said. We're going to have it rain right here. And then once it gets nice and wet, we're going to hit it with a little bit of lightning. Nice. So we just zapped them all and actually killed one of them. So that worked out pretty well. They must be super miserable about this. I don't know where the Necronomicon is. I wanted to see somebody use it. Holy crap, somebody, that's poisoned food on there. Somebody poisoned somebody's food. Wow, these guys are a mess. They're still attacking and killing each other. Okay, I'm heading back over to my place. I want to work on my army a little bit. Plus, I still got poor Maxwell here. Jesus. He's malnourished. He's sulking. He's starving. This guy, I tell you. I'm going to seize him and put him here. And we're going to try to brainwash him. 55% success rate. I think we can do it. I'm also going to spend some of this to raise a little bit more dead. To keep bolstering my army. It's looking pretty good now. And we'll breed this as well. More skeleton stalkers. A character has just contracted the zombie virus. Oh. Find a newly infected character. Click on a log tab. Click on infected source. All right, let's take a look. Ooh, these guys are up and moving too. Oh. It must have been right here. Yeah, look. He's got it. Click on the log tab. Yeah, Chauncey got up and bit him. Or no, Berdoir or whatever. Nice. Infected villagers and monsters become zombies when they die. They arise at dusk and then become lifeless again at dawn. They are hostile to everyone except other undead. That includes your minions. They can affect those they attack, so go ahead and start your own zombie apocalypse. Very cool. Someone just placed a booby trap on an object and Takoro quest has been added. What? Somebody placed a booby trap. I'm getting so much mana from these guys' misery. They're so miserable. I don't know where the booby trap is. I don't even know who's like attacking who anymore. There's just so much happening. I think I'm going to try and snatch Buffy. in the confusion. Let's bring him to the torture chamber. Going to rest. So we'll snatch you too. We're bringing you to the Defiler though. Alright, so things are getting pretty low here. I like that. Alright, so I think what we'll do is we'll leave it off here. We've played a long time. And we'll come back in another video and finish the rest of it out. But in the meantime, for this first video, let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. You think it's a cool game? Is it something you would be interested in? Maybe post a couple of suggestions. What kind of things would you like to see in this game? I've had a lot of fun with it, so I think I'm going to continue to play it and see what else it has to deliver. Thank you all for joining me. Hope that you've enjoyed it. Look forward to seeing you next time.